This is by Luna Adele Bishop. I got the name by My Little Pony from the 1980s. I have had the idea of Luna since I was 12 years old. This documentary is from my exes, and it's going to be very personal. Griffin, we will never get back together. Griffin, we will never even think about each other. But Griffin, you come back in my life thinking you have a right over me. There's a guy with a tattoo on my back. Well, guess what? I'm sorry to say, that little Griffin on my back might have been a resemblance of your name, but it was for your son that I miscarried. Jason Orion Chalska in 2016. His gravestone's up at Evergreen Memorial Cemetery on 110th Avenue up on 112th. Alright, next person. Daniel Dudley. You ever think I'm going to get back with you? You got two things coming. You try to murder me. You can try to say that you never did that, but you're twisted in the mind with meth. And you're like stupid little fucking crazy motherfucker that thinks he owns me. But guess what? You don't. The day I left you, I had 6 people saving my life. My shining armors. Chaka, Waldo, Howard, Griffin, Spartan. If they didn't show up, I would have been dead that day, and you would have gone in for murder. Sparkle, I saved your ass from going to prison. Did I get back with you? No. Did you try to get back with me? Yes. Are you an ex? Yes. Are you going to stay that way? Yes. Same thing goes for you, Griffin. Exes will be exes. And exes will stay exes. Doesn't matter if it's your ex-boyfriend, ex-fiance, ex-boyfriend. And if you're a fuck buddy or a partner with benefits, that ain't happening anymore. Sorry to say, that's something you'll need to learn how to let go. I'm not here to do hunky punky dunky. I have a boyfriend, so stay out of my life if you know what's best for you. Alright, next people. Chaka, aka Richard John Michael Myers. You are a child molester and a sex offender that doesn't like admitting to his problems. He's still married to Kyla, refuses to get a divorce because he's afraid to face the charges what he did to her. No offense, Kyla. Kenya Myers, not Kyla. But Kenya is still married to Chaka. Chaka's afraid to go in front of the judge and explain why he's filing a divorce. He's too pussy, he can't fucking pay for it because he doesn't have money, because he's not on income, because he works underneath the counter. Then he's supposedly supporting his youngest daughter, Dakota. Well, that's a big story strategy. I call CPS on your ass. You legally cannot be around your children because of your record. A pedophile child molester shouldn't be raising their children. That's the next thing I gotta bring up for the other person. But you're an ex from my high school. You came in my life. Every time you came over, I took a photo of you, by the way. And by the way, I have that legal right. It's inside my home. I invited you over. My biggest mistake was allowing you to come here back in my life. Don't think for once or twice that you are going to be allowed back into my life because you're an ex, boyfriend / fiance technically, if you want to be accurate, from 2009. You came in my life in 2015. You fucked up my first marriage. You have a son that you don't like admitting to having, but you tell everyone, oh, my son's Nathaniel. His name's not Nathaniel anymore. He was adopted, and his name is Wyatt, to my cousin Julie. So stop going around playing two-faced nigger bullshit. I'm calling you that because you are. You know, you're a good guy, but you got your own priorities, your own problems. But I'm telling you right now, stay out of mine. Stay out of my life. Alright, next victim, let's bring it up. Zyler Olsen. Do I know if he's still married or not? Even if he wasn't married? No, but I don't know for sure. Let's see. Claims that his baby mama's abusive. Says he wants nothing to do with her, but he's automatically over there babysitting his kids, staying at his baby mama's house because he was kicked out of his mother's for something he supposedly didn't do right. Problem is, he cleaned his mother's house, according to what he told me, and had thrown a whole bunch of food that was supposedly almost close to expiring. Now, I have a hard time believing that because I don't know her side of the story. So she comments on here, I want to hear her side of the story because I don't know what Zyler did. I know Zyler is a pedophile. I don't know if he's a type 2 or type 3, but he is a sex offender. He does not show up on the roster because it's so old. Same thing with Chalka. His doesn't show up on the roster because it's so old. It's more than 5 years old. According to Clark County, they removed them because they have to make room for the new pedophiles. But no, Zyler came in my life thinking he could screw up my relationship, and as soon as he couldn't handle me, because he thought, oh, I can handle you. I know how you really are, But as soon as I started showing my true colors and showing my true self, he couldn't handle that. You know what it was? Me telling him I was a Wiccan. Because I asked him, do you like witches? I don't know how to answer that. It's like, be straightforward. Do you or do you not like witches? Well, no, I can't really handle that stuff. And then I admitted to being a Wiccan. Well, he couldn't handle that. So he walked out of my life. And he thought I was upset with him. And I started laughing because I was laughing. I wasn't upset. I thought it was fucking hilarious that someone's getting all huffy puffy about my religion. Man, some racist shit there. If you want to be racialism about my religion, then you got problems. Sounds like you gotta take care of yourself and start situating. I don't want a relationship. Good. I don't want it either. Next victim. Woo! Oh, let's see. Who can I bring up? Nathan Patrick McKay. This is a good story. How did I get with him? I met him when he was 15. We were dating. Gina Marie Johnson lies. She did not know him when she was 15. She claims that, I've known him since I was 15. No, you have not, bitch. I've known him since I was 15. I was dating him when he was 15. Because the thing is, I was at the water park with him during Catholic community services. So if you want to brainwash him and abuse him, by the way, I have that recording of him telling me that in you bitch in the background. Everything that I call on, if someone calls me and I don't really want to talk to them, every single phone call I record. So technically, everyone's going to know that you're abusing Nathan. I don't fully regret you guys getting together, but I do regret introducing you because Gina Marie Johnson, you're controlling compulsive boo-hoo-hoo-ness. You say that Dilly was abusing you. No, it's the other way around. You were being abusive to him because you're showing true colors by being with Nathan. You had a son, as you know of. As I know of, I don't even know if Patrick's his or not. I've never seen proof. You claim it's Nathan's, but that's the thing. I got with Nathan March 6th, 2013. He was still married to Juliana Young. Sorry, Juliana, I had to bring you into this. Juliana did find out Nathan was cheating on him. Yes, Nathan is a cheater. I had gotten pregnant in June of 2013. She brought her sister to try to come whip my ass. Too late for that. By the time she came back, showed her a pregnancy letter, and she's like, this ain't a real copy. I'm like, actually, it's a copy of the original. I'm not giving my original, you crazy fuck. I told Nathan he needs to file for divorce, and Nathan and me went and got divorce documents and filed for divorce. And it ended up we didn't turn in the paperwork. Find out when we went to try to go file it. Find out she already filed a divorce. So we had to go in for the court date. I was there every court date for him. I supported him. His work did not know that he had a new fiance, and he cheated on me with some chick that worked there. He was delayed from his job for counseling. He would call in saying he was sick because he wanted to spend more time with me and that he didn't really want to go to work. But he used me as an excuse why he didn't go to work. No, it's more like he didn't want to go to work because his video games were more important. That's another thing I'm going to bring up. As soon as I had my daughter in April of 2014 on the 17th, Nathan thought it was okay to pays crazy tax. I was on the phone with Social Security trying to update him with everything. I was taking care of the information, updating, and appointments. Okay, that's a lot to take that and trying to take care of a kid and helping Nathan with the situations. Nathan's divorce was final March of 2000 and, I think 16? No. I mean March of 2014? Yeah. He was still married when we had our daughter. So, but no, I was with him from March 6th, 2013 until April 22nd, 2016. That's the funny story how you got with Gina. Well, I had a son. We had a three-way with Chaka. Biggest mistake I should have never done. Yes, I enjoyed it, but at the same time, I regret it. We were evicted, and because of that eviction, we would have gotten our daughter back. But because we got evicted, we had 6 months to get ourselves into a place. Well, Nathan got into a place before me. He practically had his mother convinced him to leave me. She filed for guardianship. That wasn't gonna fucking fly. So he's got a guardianship still, full guardianship now through Greg that Gina's trying to get rid of. She got fun. Tried, can't get rid of him. He's incompetent and he's taking money from his client through his SSDI, but that's highly illegal. But that, of course, don't care. Back to the subject. Well, Nathan thought it was okay. We would stay married. We got married September 21st, 2015. Shit was gonna fly with me, you know. If you're gonna stay married with someone, you stay with them. You don't just ditch them on the road saying, alright, bye bitch, I'm going to live in a place. I'm getting my kid back. So I told the courts that Nathan got into a place. The guy that lived there is a pedophile. He goes by Christopher Bowman. And that's his birth name, by the way. David Bowman is another name he goes by because of him having his name changed. He is a pedophile. I wasn't going to fly fuck colors with me knowing Mama is kind of damn controlling and compulsive. And the house is not going to pass a background check because of what's over the floors and everything. She's money hungry. She has a chew addiction. And then finding out she's my fucking cousin. Through marriage from my grandma that married Norm. My Norm. But no, it's just Nathan, he's a good guy. He just puts himself into the wrong situations at the wrong time, at the wrong moment. He might lie. He might steal. You know, he might cheat. But that's because he's able to be manipulated by people that think different. And I feel sorry for him on that. But me and Nathan are never getting back together. Because he's my ex-husband / baby daddy. And I do feel sorry for him having to deal with her. You know, twisting his mind and shit. And I can't help him. I wish I could, but I can't. Because that's out of my hands. You know, me and him had our time. Yes, I did love him. I do care, but we will never get back together because of the situation you put me through. You left me on the streets. I filed an invalid marriage. I asked Greg to do so, and you lied to Greg. Saying, oh, we're not married. No, we were. Illegally, against the law. Marriage did happen. I have a recording of when we got married. Greg filed an invalid marriage, by the way. It's not fully accurate because he filed my first name incorrectly. So I'm kind of glad that I changed my name after my last divorce because IRS can't fucking find me because it's hard to backtrack where I came from or where I've originate between McKee, Bishop, and Clark because they can't find any history between then and then. It's kind of a good thing because I was actually hoping they wouldn't find me because it's in the factor. I don't owe IRS any money because I don't legally work. Never have. I have done volunteer work. But no, me and Nathan left each other April 22nd, 2016. We had broken up officially by August of 2016. I had gotten with Griffin. That's how that ended up. But, no. There's been a repeat with Nathan. He left his first ex-wife to get with me knocked me up. His ex-wife claimed that so-called kid she had was his. 2 years later, like, what the hell? And then Nathan's known to be a cheater. That's never gonna change. Well, my name's Nathan. I'm gonna leave my first wife to get with the new wife. And as soon as I'm done with that wife, I'm gonna leave that wife in the middle of my marriage and get with a new chick. And then I'm gonna remarry this chick. There's a pattern with him, with marriage. And I've noticed that. And I think what deep down his insecurities and flaws are, he's afraid to love someone because he's afraid to get too close to anyone. His flaws is afraid to do things without knowing or trying to do something and afraid that something bad's going to happen to him. But that's the only thing I can think of. Those are what I think, I'm assuming. Because I've seen a lot in him, and he is very scared to get close to anyone because of what's happened in his past. I don't blame him. Alright, next person. Next victim. My second husband. You know, first time I got married, I was full of cum. Take it anyways. You know, marrying's young and being dumb about it, thinking you're in love, be warned. Not all marriages last. You know, people are like, oh, I love you, I'll stay with you forever. Those words are traumatizing to me. I don't believe someone loves me. I don't believe that they're going to stay in my life all the time. Because it ends up where I always prove them right because they leave me or I leave them because of certain reasons. And by the way, everyone I leave, I have reasons. My reason with Nathan? Well, that's because, you know, he cheated on me. What mainly made me leave him is because he ditched me on the road, homeless. And I was homeless for 4 years and 8 months because of it. I got with Howard, Elsa Clark. How did that happen? Well, Griffin Ryan Cheska, Christopher Donald Seanwood, a.k.a. Waldo. And Griffin goes by Iffin, by the way. Then Howard, Elsa Clark, a.k.a. Short Round. Well, I told them they all had until 9 o'clock to ask me out that night. When it comes to in-depth, those 6 months that I was single, Waldo fucking went off on me. I asked Griffin, why are you not going to get with me? Because I don't want to get with you because what happened in the past. Because me and you have a very unstable reality of relationship, okay? Suitable for me. What about you, Christopher? Oh, I thought we were dating. I thought you would get the ideal when I put a ring on you. Huh? When did we start dating? 6 months ago? No, my Facebook said I was single. What about yours? I'm like, all I asked him to do is change his social media. I don't do that. Yeah, you do. You did it for another chick named Luna. You did it for Chelsea. You did it for Cassie. I was naming names, okay? I was naming people he's like dated and changed his status for. He's like, well, that doesn't matter. I'm like, what are you so afraid of? I'm like, because you're going to date me and be with me. Change your... All I ask is... I told him, I don't care to go around telling people you're not dating me. As long as your social media says you're dating me, that's all I asked him is just change your social media status. Practically stating that we're in a relationship. Even if he had it hidden on his side, it was, you know, in the public on my side. As long as it stated I was in a relationship on my Facebook, I was fine. But he was afraid what other people would think, and because of that, it ruined the relationship. I looked at him, whatever. Turned and looked at Howard. So, what's your answer? Well, I guess I could take you home. I guess I could tell my mom you're my girlfriend. I guess I could take you home. Make up a big, huge story about how we've been dating supposedly for a couple weeks. I don't know. I can see what my mom says. See, you can stay with us. I'm like, okay. Here, Howard, carry my backpack. He's like, okay. Chris starts freaking the fuck out. Griffin told him back because Chris is like, come back. I hurt Waldo that day. My biggest regret was leaving Waldo for Howard. I'm not proud of that. I still regret that because now he's dead. Because of some stupid... Actually, it's hard to talk about because it's very emotional. I'm actually starting to cry because I really don't like explaining that. how I got with Howard. The biggest mistake I've made in my whole entire life. Let's see, it was the biggest mistakes I had my whole entire life. Not listening to my mother about, love, don't reach out, blah, blah, blah. But letting Chris go that day was the biggest regret. What I should have done is grabbed my backpack from Howard, turned around, and left with Waldo that day. I regret walking with Howard. I thought Howard was a kind, innocent, kid. He was 17 when we got together. But we didn't do anything until he was 18. I did have permission from his mother to date him. Me and Howard got together May 7th of 2017. We didn't have anything sexual until his birthday. We did get married in February of 2008. The first month on the 11th of 2018. I got pregnant in February. He left me within 2 weeks of my marriage. Between January 28th until February 15th, I had to go and find places to stay because supposedly Howard thought it was okay to ditch me on the road because we got kicked out of Monica's. I really don't understand how we got kicked out of Monica's. But Monica kicked us out because she's fucking money hungry. There was $600 given to her every month. Found out she was overcharging us. We got $300 something back out of that. We did have a written statement saying we didn't owe her anything or anything. We were only responsible for paying rent, nothing else. She took $300 out of us, from both of us, straight $300. Stole all our food stamps because we put all our food stamps into the place before she kicked us out, and she kicked us out in the middle of the month. One thing you need to know about her, she snooped through our shit. How do I know? We organized her stuff. We put blankets on top of her stuff. The blankets were moved when we came back home. So don't trust in moving into her. She's someone that will just use you for money. And then she messaged me this year saying I owe her $300, but I don't owe her shit for anything of any sort. Me and Howard and me's debts are separated because of the divorce. I was assaulted at 5 months pregnant by Howard. I've had bruises on my back from Howard. How did those incidents happen? You're so in love with Waldo, go get with him. Because of that, I started yelling back at him. I tolerated. I smacked him because I was sick and tired of hearing it. I literally just smacked him across his face. Told him that as long as I'm with you, just because I love Waldo doesn't mean anything. If I'm with you, it means I chose you, not him, you. And he was too blindsided by the fact that he knew I was truly in love with Waldo. He couldn't accept the fact that I was in love with someone, knowing full that I couldn't have them because they didn't want me anymore, because I really hurt them. But because of that, he was blindsided by anger and frustration. And he had it put in his mind, ooh, she's in love with Waldo. Well, I'm going to be a bitch to her. I'm going to be, controlling and verbally attacking her. There's so many videos I have of him telling me I can't talk to this person because of this. Or you can't talk to this person because they're a man. All my friends are guys. All his friends are girls. So it's equal categorization. Anna Marie Catherine Hopper assaulted me at Luther Memorial because I told her not to talk to my man because Howard agreed not to talk to her. So she shanked me in the fucking goddamn right hand of my fucking face while I was pregnant in May of 2018. Funny story about that. She lied about everyone about that. She claims she had a protection order against me. Actually, the protection was me against her, but I didn't renew it because I didn't think it was really a big deal. But the fact is, I didn't have Lily until November 1st, so technically I was still pregnant. She assaulted me and lied to everyone about it. She's 86 off with the memorial because of it. I didn't call the cops. No. James Wolfe, the preacher dude that worked there, called. And someone else called, but it was not me. Why should I call the cops on some bitch? They offered to take me to the hospital. I didn't want to go to the hospital because she didn't hit me in the stomach. No, she shanked me in the mouth. My jaw, finding out, is dislocated and rebuilt itself on muscles because of it. So my jaw is lumbarded because of it. She did some damage to the tissue in my jaw and dislocated it. So my jaw doesn't sit properly anymore. But the fact of the point is, I pressed charges. They handcuffed her. Oh no, they didn't handcuff her because she didn't have an ID. An ID that she did have was from Morgan. I went to court. I got booked and released. That's what she did. Probation for 2 years and had no contact for me with 2 years. Oh, so peaceful. So peaceful. Anna Hopper, you're good, a really good lady, but you shouldn't be assaulting people for no apparent reason. Just because you aren't getting your way. I've always had problems with you. 2012, 2013, 2015, and 2018. There's been a pattern with you. Everyone I date, you try to fuck up, thinking I'm ugly. When people say, oh, you're ugly. Well, you're calling yourself ugly. I know I'm fugly. Fuck, I'm fat. But at least I admit to it and own up to it instead of lying about it. Everyone has their own insecurities and flaws. But no, because of I didn't leave Howard on purpose. I did love him. I did care for him, but I wasn't going to take the verbal abuse anymore, and I had a blackout. I was listening to my headphones. One thing you don't do is pull my headphones out when I'm drawing. He came in and asked me, is Lily mine? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, is Lily mine? I'm like, what the fuck do you think I was going to do within the 2 weeks you left me in my marriage? And then it escalated. He's like, I was literally pinned between a wall and a washing machine and a chair. And the only one was out was between the chair and Howard. I'm going to fuck up your daughter. What are you going to do? Molest her or rape her? Yeah, she's not my kid, so I could technically do that. Last thing I remember, Howard upstairs. Last thing I remember, Howard at the bottom of the basement stairs. Nope. Fully became conscious between there and there. I had no memory. I have no memory picking him up and throwing him down the set of stairs, top of the stairs. How the hell did he get at the bottom of the stairs? You can tell he's fucking scared because he's never seen me turn into Superwoman. That's what he called me. He became some kind of super mutant superwoman shit. Like some kryptonite, like Superman crap. He called me Wonder Woman. Okay. Where all this strength come from? I don't have that type of strength. What the hell? Find out I have it. I have a borderline multi-split personality disorder. Yeah. Did I take my rings? No, I took my art books. I took my phones, my cords. I took some of my paperwork. I left some there by accident, finding out. I left my drawing that I was doing that actually I'm pissed about because I never finished it. I have pictures of it, though. That's the only good part about it. I left my rings. Took all my medication with me. Yes, I was on prescribed medication. So what drove me the medication was because of Howard. I didn't have to go back on it, but I went back on it because I wanted to be a better mother at the same time. Howard's driving me nuts. He's a good kid, yeah. But goddamn, he's annoying and obnoxious as fuck. Did I love Howard? Yes. Did I love Howard at the end of my relationship? Yes. Was I planning on getting back with Howard? Hell fuck no. Hell would freeze before I get back with that ever again. That's never gonna happen again. I left him December, I think it was 7th or the 17th, somewhere around there in 2018. I had gone off Max was helping me with the divorce and stuff. I did pay for the divorce. He didn't. I did. I filled it out. So there were some things that I had to have Max answer for me because I didn't fully comprehend the question that was on the paperwork. But no, I filed a DV divorce with children. Tanya wanted to wait until March until taxes came around. She's doing a repeat. She wants to file for adoption. She wants to file by the time she gets her taxes done. Go ahead, Tanya. I don't care. But I hope you know what's coming. I'm not going to say my rights over. And I don't care if you hear this documentary that I put on here, because everyone's going to know the truth. Both of your kids came out being meth heads. Both of your kids are troublemakers. Both of your kids, as to Emily and Howard, are druggies. Meth, heroin, cocaine, marijuana. Howard was smoking marijuana before he was even 17. It's not my fault why they are smoking hardcore drugs. Last I checked, they're not my children. And Howard didn't start doing hardcore drugs until after I left him. It's not my fault why your children are under the influence of drugs. It's your children, not mine. Last I checked, I didn't have them. But no, she kicked Emily out when she was 16 because of the drugs. She kicked Howard out when he was 18 as soon as I got pregnant. Off and on had me come back and forth every other 3 to 4 months. She was a fucking goddamn bitch about it. It's probably not even Howard's. Okay, we don't know if it's Howard's. He never swabbed. But I know for a fact it is. Now, I ain't gonna deny that shit. It's gotta own up to what you did. Own up what happened. And stop lying to everyone that you weren't married when you were. Hand him the divorce paperwork. I had a protection order on his ass. I didn't file that divorce until February because I was going to wait until fucking Tolly got her. She wanted to file for a regular divorce. You can't legally do that. You would have put me and Howard both in federal prison for lying against the courts for having children. You can't hide Liliana Elsa Clark. She's my birth daughter. Get over it. You only have non-parental custody. That's all you have. I have my parental rights. As long as I have that, you can't do shit. By the way, you did file for child support because I just got off the phone with them. And they told me that you filed for child support. Policy child support originally put a 0 down order on me. So, I don't want to hear it, person that's using Tanith on my daughter. Money hungry, little greedy, little person. I don't like you, Tanya. I'll deal with my daughter. I would see my daughter every day if I wanted to. But I don't want to see you because you've made my life a living hell. You manipulated your son. You twisted his mind. And guess what? I want nothing to do with you. Tanya Woodruff Clark. Or should I say Tanya Lois Woodruff? That's her real name. But no, the fact of the point is, she tried to pull a witness that never knew me, that claimed that she knew me, but she didn't. Witness didn't feel comfortable because I messaged that witness and told her if she knew what was best for her, she would not step in court and speak on Tanya's behalf about me because she never knew me. I had a real reason why her friend from work shouldn't spoke on my behalf. 1, you've never met me. 2, you might have talked to me once in a while at church, but that's the only times you've met me. You don't know my past history. You don't know anything about me except what I've told you. So I had a real reason. Because she didn't know me, like she was claiming in Tanya's statement, claiming that she knew me from childhood up. No, she didn't. I practically had scared, that witness had bailed out on her. Because she felt concerned for her safety. For the fact that she didn't know how to speak on her behalf. According to the last time I talked to her, it wasn't because of her safety. It's because she didn't know anything about me. She didn't know what she could bring up except what she was told over the phone by Tanya or my mom. Well, because of that, she didn't come in and speak on Tanya's behalf for the non-parental custody. Megan did, but Megan doesn't know me. She's met me once or twice. I met her through Tanya. That's the biggest fucking funny laugh I have there. Lewis, you don't know me either. You claim to know me, but you don't know me. Brosconder family and then his niece, Megan, doesn't know me worth shits. But back to what I was saying. So, I filed a DV divorce with children. I filed the divorce. Not him, me. Max had handed him the divorce documents. He was lying to his girlfriend, Jennifer, that we weren't married. Well, as soon as that paper got handed to him, Jennifer left him because he lied about being married. She knows the truth, by the way. But the fact of the point, because you lied about your marriage, you lost your new girlfriend, not only a couple weeks later, according to your mom, your dog got ran over by a car. More like you trade your dog off for dope, because I don't believe that we're shits. Um, I had renewed the protection order. It's good for another 2 years until 2022, December 31st. When that expires, I will be renewing it again because I want nothing to do with you. Tyler Womack, I have a no contact order on. That's actually expiring this year in May. I will not renew that because as long as I'm not with Maxwell, I'm safe because guess what? Tyler didn't do anything wrong. Max manipulated me to think different. And if I was drugged, that actually did show up as me being drugged. I don't know if it was Max or it was Tyler. But Tyler never raped me. There was one time I was not conscious or self-aware being fucked. So at the same time, that is still contempt of rape. But why should I press charges on him? That's messed up. Tyler will make me and you will never get back together because of what happened between me and you and Max. I'm not going to be the pedestal between you two. It's wrong. But no, next victim, let's bring up Max. Maxwell Taylor Moreland, real name, Jerry Meissner, because he was adopted. AKA Draco, AKA Goggles, that dated Kay. No offense, he tried to have me talk to her, and that's not gonna ever happen. I caught him making out with Kay at the library. He lied to me saying he was not at the library, that he was visiting a family friend. Okay. I went down to the library because I was going to go check out some books. I happened to come across him on the 4th floor with Kay. Oh, I was pissed and livid. That's when Kay told me the truth, that he was married. So I did all this research for him. Protection order is no longer active. It has been active for almost 3 years now, or longer. That expired 2 years after he left Kyla. Kyla is still legally married to him. He is a married man. He does have a daughter named Raven. That is true. In my offense, the way I'm going to put it, that Max is not all there, because he claimed he knows me from 12 and up. No, he's met me once when I was 14, and ran into me again when I left Howard. So, technically, he never really knew me. He only knows bits and pieces of what I've told him, or things that he knew about me from the past. And he says this ain't the Crystal I know from 12 years old. No, he did not know me at 12. I never knew him at 12. So more and more he talks, the more and more he was proving he was insanity. He's practically insane. My psychoaffective disorder didn't start actually acting up officially until after I left Max. It's very painful to talk about this subject because how I got diagnosed with that was at the hospital for me being awakened and talk about religion at Kaiser Permanente in Oregon. By the way, don't talk about your religion at Kaiser in Oregon. They're at Sunnyside because they'll diagnose you with something illegally. By the way, therapist, counselor, specialist, and psychiatrist are the only people that can legally diagnose you with disabilities. They went against the petition. I don't mind the disorder because it's practically Harley Quinn's diagnosis that, I am a version of Harley Quinn. Got an addiction to Harley Quinn, and I got addiction to Zelda. I have my reasons. But no, Max came here once or twice since he's been with Heather, and he wanted the computer that I bought from him. He says it's not worth it because it's a piece of crap, blah, blah, blah. It's paper waste, practically the way he put it. Well, Max, you keep telling me to leave William. He's bad. He's toxic. Well, guess what? You're toxic. You're bad for me. Every time I thought I was going to get rid of you after we broke up, because I left him. Yeah, I left him. And he fucking kicked Richard Robinson's car. Okay? You just don't do that. I did try to file a protection order against him for giving up my address, trying to threaten me, jump on my case about bullshit in the past. It was off and on, talking friendship there for a while. Then he got with Heather. He did have a girl on the sidelines when I was with him. Some chick from Africa. supposedly claimed that she was in Africa, and as soon as she got in the U.S., she was in Jersey. He used him for his money, took anywhere between like $100 to $300 out of him per month. I didn't find out about that until almost 2 weeks into our relationship. I was livid as fuck because I kept asking, "Where's this money get to?" "Who transport?" "But you can't have any contact with." Well, I said, "How is that possible? Because you don't have any custody of Raven." I did find out he handed me to his CPS worker, his old CPS worker, had me talk to her on the phone. "If you know what's best for you, would get away from him." I was pregnant with Max. I did miscarry. I still can get 50-50 chance pregnant, but it's very rare because right ovary tubing's not fully tight. Actually, I found that out from my doctor. But I miscarried because Max had hit me in my back on my right hand side. I do have pictures of my back or where the hand mark's at. That's what made me leave Max. Was it because of him hitting me? Not because he cheated on me. Not because he lied or stole from me. No, I left him because there was no future for me and him. As long as he's married to Kyla, there is no future for Max. For marriage or full commitment, full-term relationship. Hold on. I got Kyla's side of the story. Supposedly, Max has a problem with teddy bears. He will admit to this. Nooses. Stapled to the top of the ceiling with teddy bears dripping with fake blood into pans dripping from the ceiling has scared her friends off. And I swear that kid's got problems. Max is weird. Max is just not there. He might be a sensitive, affectionate, a feeder frenzy. Yes, he wants to be like 300 pounds. This crazy talk. He can barely sustain how much poundage he has now. He is a pagan. Yes, he admits that. But the fact of the point is, he tells me I'm a crazy motherfucker. Yeah, I am a crazy motherfucker, but who made me that way? I chose to become that way because I was driven to madness by his woohoo-ness. Dottie kept having meth pipes in her house. Dottie kicked us out. They're not allowed to be back at Dottie's now. Her and Max and Heather, whatever you want to call the thing. She thought I was gonna, as soon as I got together, she was afraid I wanted Max back. I have a boyfriend. Last I checked, I don't want Max back. I won't even want to get back with Max. One, have you smelt him? It's disgusting. Because of that smell, my sinuses are so freaking sensitive, I can smell dog shit from a mile away. How did I prove this theory? I smell dog shit. Me and Will walking down the street. Get down 3 blocks. By the time we got down by the bowling alley, there's someone's picking up dog shit. About 3 blocks down, we see someone bending over picking up dog shit. Fresh pile of poop. Weird thought. That was about 3 blocks back when I smelt it. And the more we got closer, the more sensitive my nose became. I could smell mold in the house. I could smell everything in this house because my sinuses are so freaking clear and smoothing out to the highest point where, because of Max's smell, one thing I'm glad when I dated Max, because of that smell, I can smell everything now. My biggest regret is I can smell everything. I used to never smell this good, and smelling stuff now, I kind of regret having that sense smell because I'm not really proud of it. But no, I left Max because of him being married to Kyla. Because of him being married to Kyla, there was no future for me and him. Because I left Max. I didn't care if he hit me. I didn't care if he stole money from me. I didn't care if he took advantage of me, cheated on me, two-faced me. No, it's because he was married and refused to get a divorce. I gave him $50. He was supposed to go down and get the paperwork. No, he went and bought food instead. And then asked for another $50. I told him, I give him another $50. That ain't gonna happen. I'll go down there and buy the pack for you, but I hope you know you gotta fill out the motherfucking goddamn shit and then go file. Well, his excuses are, I don't know where she's at. She's in the UK. I don't know if I can have contact with her. He can because there's no order. But he needs to file a divorce with children because he has a daughter. Legally, if he doesn't, he goes to federal prison. And then, by the way, he's going to federal prison probably for 25 years for assaulting his birth mom again. He doesn't learn. There was a past history of him hitting her. He went back to her. He had ditched me. Oh, yeah, that gets even better. How did me and him actually break up for the second time? He was trying to convince me to leave my housing that had permanent housing, where I was stable in permanent housing, and he wanted me to leave my housing, go to Wisconsin with him, with his mom, come back to Yakima, go back between Yakima and Spokane, and then come back here. I told him I didn't feel comfortable traveling because this is my home state. I might have been born in Oregon, but I've been raised here in Clark County all my life. So when people are like, you need to get out of town, you need to leave state of Washington, blah blah blah, you don't have the right to stay here. I can do whatever I want when I want. Last I checked, if I was raised here, even if I wasn't, because technically I was, but imagine I wasn't, I still wouldn't leave fucking Clark County. You would practically have to murder me in order to get me out of goddamn Clark County. You know? But someone murdering me, I hope you know that karma shit will pick up with you fast. You know, I've been dead since I was 12. My soul's gone. I don't have a soul, the way I look at it. Everyone's pure at heart because as soon as you drain that blood out, it's solid fucking white. But no, I left Max because he refused to get a divorce. Did I love him? Yeah. Did I still love him? Yes, I'll be straight honest. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm never going back to him. When I broke up with him, I broke up. I left. I was done. And, you know, Max coming every 8 or 3 months saying, oh, we're friends. And then all the rest of a sudden, 3 months later, oh, we're not friends. I'm not doing that back and forth shit anymore. This last time was because he didn't like the fact of me bringing up how he was. Because I was telling his new girl the truth of how he was. And he wasn't liking it. Thinking that I was trying to ruin his relationship. She's the one that posted on her Facebook how she's debating on leaving him. You know, I'm going to give her all the information she needs to know. She's praying according to what she's telling me. You know, I don't talk to Heather anymore, though. They're still together. Her biggest mistake is to be staying with Max. It gets even better. Heather's going to leave him if he goes to federal prison because she's not going to wait that long. She doesn't have patience, man. That's a big no-no right there. No square. It's in the sticker. No, don't touch me there. In my no square. I got that shit stuck in my head ever since I've seen it. Blame Will. But no, I got with William May 12th, 2019. We've been together since. And again, I just need to stay out of my life. So that's the story behind me. I have had 4 children. I have had 7 pregnancies. Technically more than 7 pregnancies if you want to be accurate. But I've had Destiny Marie. I'm not giving out her last name. That was a baby when I was turning on 18. It was Wesley Ultra's kid. I had adopted her out in Idaho to a random family. Her adoption was closed. Father was not added. I didn't want her knowing who her father was. I did not add myself. I didn't want her knowing who I was or trying to track me down. I have a son named Samuel. That is Sam Elliott Cohen's kid. I had given him at birth. I didn't want anything to do with him. I was disgusted because I lost my virginity according to the way I'll put it. That was a 2006 pregnancy. 2007, somewhere around there. It was when I first started school. It was when I was in 10th grade. You know, I was dumb. Then I have Jason. Wait, hold on. Okay, and then I had a miscarriage between that child and that child to Charlotte. Yes, I had a miscarriage from Corey. Didn't really want to admit to that. But, I had Charlotte in 2014, April, and she was adopted through CPS for neglect, for diaper change, for the diaper rash, and neglectment for failing to take her to appointments because I thought Nathan was more important for seeing his family. Because according to them, I was the controlling wife when I wasn't. And then there's a miscarriage between Charlotte and Nathaniel. And then there's Nathaniel, born July 19th of 2015. Adopted straight out because I was going to have them use my daughter's case against him. So we were never proven on anything on him. We just gave him at birth because I thought it was okay my cousin to take him. Actually, she can't have children. She has MS and a whole bunch of other problems. Cheryl was adopted out to the McKee family on Nathan's side, on the father's side. Nathaniel was adopted out to my side of the family, not Nathan's, mine, Julie. Wiley, that is my cousin from my grandmother through my mother. That is Kathy and Harold's niece. But, the fact of the point here, he goes by Wyatt now. So, I have no rights over Charlotte. I have no rights over Sam. I have no rights over Destiny. I have no rights over Nathaniel, aka Wyatt, because he goes by Wyatt now. I have to respect that. And then I had a miscarry Jason Ryan Chelska with Griffin Ryan Chelska. I had a miscarry Michaela Marie Schonwald. Actually, her middle name was Lee, but I didn't want it. I didn't pick that name. He did. I miscarried her due to alcohol tolerance because thought it was okay to drink alcohol. Big mistake. Same time, glad she wasn't born. But then I had Liliana. Then I had my tubes fixed, and then the procedure went wrong. I got pregnant with Max, miscarried. I got pregnant with William twice now, and I've miscarried both those kids due to the fact of depression, stress, and anxiety. Glad I got rid of my mother. So much relaxing. I can see why she wanted me to go to juvie all the time. It's peace and quiet. Damn. Her not being in my life, it is peace and quiet. I don't have to deal with her anymore. I'm so glad I got her in my life. I love my mother. I care for her. But god dang, she 21 years, no boyfriend. She didn't like them, they had to go. And if they didn't go, fuck, she put false accusations on their asses. You know. I'm known as a candy bar thief when I was a kid. That's why I went to juvie. I went to juvie for runaway, theft type 3, and assault. Practically for some bullshit charge that never really happened, that got dropped. But no, the things that I was charged with was runaway type 4 and a theft type 3 misdemeanor for stealing candy bars. Practically I went in the pantry, sat down, ate some candy bars, told them to call the cops. Didn't get handcuffed. Nope. Just hopped in the back of the cop car, went down to the juvenile detention center, got, blah, blah, blah. When I went to Silver Buckle, find out the little shithead, my second ex-husband, find out the 9-year-old that stole my candy bar and Gatorade that day, find out that was Howard. How is it that I marry people I've known all my life without realizing it? It's messed up. Well, let's go on. Those are my exes. Exes will stay exes. Ex-fiancés, sex partners, fuck buddies, ex-husbands, ex-boyfriends, exes on exes. Ex-girlfriends, too. Let's go there. I've dated 4 girls in my life. I dated Brittany Meeker. Good French kisser. Oh, that was the best thing in the world. She made Chaka buy. It's how we made him buy. Her double D. 42 bibs. Oh my god, she's hot. But she's a good girl. She just has her issues. Let's see. The second person I dated, I can't remember her name. Oh, this is horrible. I think it was like Sophia or something like that. But she was like a 9th grader and I was an 11th grader. I can't remember what her name was. But I left her because she was fucking with her dad. She was a daddy's girl. Yeah, I don't prove in that family incest shit. So I left her. I broke up with her. I actually broke up with her. She didn't break up with me. No, I left her. Second girl I dated, Kimberly Cock. Let's go there. 1 hour and 42 minutes. Hold hands. We never did anything. Never kissed or anything. Nope, just hold hands. Oh, what do you get paid? Bye, bitch. Second time we dated, 42 minutes. I swear to God, it's the smallest. Yeah, 42 minutes. 42 minutes. That's the shortest relationship I've ever had in my whole entire life. I was testing her. I got with her. 45 minutes later. Hey, I heard you getting paid tomorrow. Why are you asking me that? Well, I was hoping we can go shopping. Goodbye. My rent was more important. So I broke up with her. My last girlfriend I dated, actually, biggest mistake. Virginia Perkins, aka Gina, whatever you want to call her, or Jenna, or Akaki, because that's what she goes by on her Facebook. By the way, every time you make a new Facebook, I'm going to block you because I want nothing to do with you, troublemaker. She had left her guinea pigs, plotted them on me. She had ruined like 3 relationships of mine. But no, I met her dad, and her dad had looked at me and looked at her. What's your name, girlie? I heard you're dating my daughter. At the time, I went by Crystal and Adele Bishop. 2012, I dated her. This is before I dated Corey. But, big funny story behind that. You're my daughter. How am I your daughter? Find out that document he had showed me is fake. But find out I'm still related to Perkins because of Summer's sister. Her mother. Okay, so Virginia Perkins' mother, Summer's sister, Amber, had popped up on my Ancestry.com. So I'm still related as a cousin to Virginia Perkins, finding out. Because of Summer Perkins' sister, Amber Perkins, is my cousin. Finding out. But, so we're still related. I'm not very proud of that. Oh, it gets even better. Kimberly Withers, she's related to me Kimberly, rephrase that. Kimberly Cock, I'm related because of Sandra Cock. Sandra Cock is my grandmother. That is, I think, her grandmother too, or her aunt, one of the two. But I swear, I try to avoid this family incest shit and find out I dated quite a few people that are related to me. And a lot of people that I haven't dated that have tried to hit on me are my cousins. I don't like that shit. I don't believe in that family incest shit. Oh, David McKee that's related to Nathan, he's a pervert. You know, how many times he tried to ask me out, and then he twisted saying he doesn't want me, but deep down, yeah. Guess what? I'll never date him. He's, never, nope, never gonna happen. You know, Matt Theohol asked me out. He went back to Kimberly Withers like I told him he would. Yeah, that's never gonna happen. I've stick to my words on that shit. You know, there's been quite a few people that, if I say I'm not gonna date you, and it's never gonna happen, I mean it. If I follow through with it, then you got a problem there, because guess what? It's never gonna happen. I'm not single. I do have a boyfriend, so back off. Let's see. These are the things about me people need to know. The part of me that people don't know. Am I self-centered? Yes, depends on what the hell I'm dealing with at the time I'm being. Am I a bitch? Yes, I am a female dog and I take that as a compliment. So if you call me a bitch, alright, thanks, take that as a compliment. Call me a cunt, yes, I have big genitals. I've had at least 5 kids and multiple pregnancies, but that's not the point. I have big genitals, I take that as a compliment. Cunt, definition, a woman with big genitals. Alright. I was born with about I was born brain dead and dead. I was a purple baby. You know? But I think Waldo for that procedure too. But let's see. I'm stubborn, pig-headed. I'm an asshole. Yes, I could be two-faced depending on the subject again. I have lied in the past for certain things. You know, in the past specifically, but I've always admitted to things I've made mistakes or fully tell the truth of what's going on. By the way, new rule for me, I don't lie. I don't like liars. I might have been a liar in the past, but guess what? I do not like two-faced people. I do not like liars. And you want me to lie for you? Fuck yourself. I'm going to tell the truth. And I want to hit your ass in karma. I don't fucking want to hear it. Because guess what? I was right. You're wrong. Not my problem. And one thing I hate doing is being proven wrong. Sometimes, yes, I have been wrong, but at least I fucking admit to the fucking shit and own up to it. You know, admitting to something relieves you. It opens you up more to opportunities. And telling the truth will get you further in life. Lying about it or white lying about it, it's just going to dig you a fucking hole in deeper. Let's see. Am I psychotic? To a certain level. I am crazy, but I know how to sustain that craziness. And now I've become addicted to Harley Quinn because I am a mid version of her. I have her diagnosed. Just because I don't wear makeup because I have enough complexion for it doesn't mean anything. I don't need makeup, man. I got enough complexion. Looks like I'm wearing lipstick, but I'm not. But, people want to know what's wrong with me. I'm practically emotionally unstable. Mentally unstable? Oh, yeah. Am I stable enough to take care of a child? As long as someone's helping me raise the kid, then yes. But by myself, no. What's on my criminal history? Let's bring that up. Juvenile detention, like you've heard already in this documentary. I have a runaway, and that's a type 4. I have a theft type 3 misdemeanor. That's on my juvenile detention center. Remind you, I was under the age of 18. Legally, that is not on my permanent record. That is under the influence of when I was a child. I'm a candy bar thief. Not proud of it. At least I'm not a common thief like Nathan, but let's not go there. What is on my permanent record? I have a assault type 4 without prejudice. I had a schizophrenia outburst. I had a blackout finding out. Actually, I had proved that through medical treatment there at the Clark County Jail. I had got arrested on February 12th of 2010. I was released in April of 2010. My mother claims, oh, you're only there for a couple days. No, I was there for half a month. It shows in my records. You do a background check on me, it will pop up. If you look it up by Crystal and Bishop, it will pop up that I was in there between February to April through been versalized. It shows when I was released. Oh, my mother asked, oh, you released her. Oh, goody. No, they didn't release me and my mom. I was on a drug overdose through my medication. Who was responsible for giving my meds? My mother. When I tried to tell her I already took them, she said, no, you didn't take them yet. No, she was trying to practically to kill me. She was trying to kill me, man. Overdosing me on my medication could have killed me. My mother was responsible for giving me my meds. I didn't have any control over my medication. And my mother has never been my guardian. She was my payee. That's it. Actually, she got removed for stealing money, but that's not the point. I'll get to that point here in a little bit. But no, I was released to EP, and then every other 3 months, every 6 months, I was sit between assisted livings. And then that's why I got with Corey. So I moved into a permanent housing over there in Yakko with his mom. I lived with them for until January 2013, until we broke up. He broke up with me because he got with Kimberly Weathers, and I got HPV from her, transferred from her to me through Corey. So, and that's been already treated and taken care of. It's gone by 2013, but by the end of that year. But that's not the point. Point is that's what happened between there and there. So that's how I got the assault type 4s, because I assaulted my grandmother. My stepdad was supposed to go, but I threatened to hit the cop, so yeah. What else is on my record? 2015, I don't remember what month it was, but I have unlawful camping type 4. That is a real law, by the way. So if you're camping out there anywhere between 6:30 a.m. to 9 p.m., and you're out there in a tent still during the daytime, they will arrest you for unlawful camping. I did check in with a cop, and I did check with a judge. If you are camping between those hours, even during the COVID-19, yes, you still can legally be arrested, and yes, you can still be charged with a ticket. So if Max is going around saying different, he's delusional. Me and Nathan and Patrick McKee were the first people that got charged in Clark County 3 days after the unlawful camping came out as a law. So me and Nathan were the first people that were charged in Clark County, Washington, with that law. Clearly, 3 days later, as soon as that law came out, me and Nathan got hit up with a ticket for that. So that's on our permanent record. Nathan claims he's not a criminal, baby. It's not a criminal, it's a non-criminal record. So, yeah. Nathan has a record. Not a lot of people know that. What am I in debt for? Let's go there. Because that's all that's on my record, by the way. What am I in debt for? JCPenney's account I never made for a whole bunch of baby stuff that was purchased. Blah, 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 It was removed off my debt collections. It's still on my Equifax, but my TransUnion, it was removed because I didn't make that account. There's been people trying to sign up in random things in my name. By the way, I do have my identity set up to the point where if you sign up or something in my name, it's going to automatically, like, example, people have been trying to sign up for another JCPenney's account or Macy's or, what was that good one? I'm trying to think. Certain memberships for credit cards. Thing is, you can't sign up for anything in my name now. Even with my new name or my old name or any of the other names I've gone by. By the way, I used to go by Calico as a cover-up name, but Mama and Papa gave me. And that's Mama White Wolf and Papa Bishop. They're supposedly, I've been told multiple times are fake us, but I don't believe that. Anyone could be a juggalo. I retired because of my daughter, Charlotte. My original juggalo name was given from Chaka in 2009. I was known as Nova Stormwings. Because I retired doesn't mean you can go steal my names. Calico with a C or Nova Stormwings cannot be overwritten or taken from me. You practically would have to rip my soul and heart out of my stomach, out of my chest, just to revoke me. But I hope you know, as I die with those names. Let's say, Nova Stormwings, I had that name, God, since 6th grade. And before I became a juggalo. And I had that name because some best friends started calling me Nova. Nova, my favorite star in the galaxy. Storm, because I went to Skyview High School. Wings of an angel, because I've always been a fallen angel since I was 12. Again, I don't have a soul. Just because I don't have a soul doesn't mean I'm not cold-hearted or warm-hearted. I just don't. I pick and choose who I hang out with. I pick and choose what I do. And another thing I gotta bring up here. It's your fault, blah, blah, blah. No. It's no one's fault except your own. Own up to your actions. Every action has a chain reaction, and every chain reaction has an action to your consequences, flaws, scarities, or things you do. Like, imagine you go, let's give you an example. She hit me. Why did she hit you? Because for no apparent reason. No, why did she hit you? I don't hit anyone. I don't yell at anyone. I don't go off on anyone. Unless you've done something to me. The only time I do something to you is you've done something to me. So, before you go saying, I'm the victim, I hope you know, I don't do anything to you unless you've done something to me. Like, if you verbally attack me, oh yeah, I'm going to verbally attack you right back. If you fucking hit me, I'm going to fucking tell you and get up your face. You hit me officially, oh, I'm going to fucking go into self-defense. I have a self-defense mechanism. And if it's triggered, that's never a good sign. Because it could turn out where I have a blackout. I do have PSTD, blackout trauma nation from 12 and up. That has been diagnosed to me. Supposedly my blackout started when I was 12. Didn't know that because when they did a medical evaluation on me last year, we found out I have PSTD. And my blackouts supposedly have been triggering ever since I was 12 and up after they did a medical evaluation on me. Finding out that all those years I've had blackouts without even knowing it. I'm not legally responsible for anything that happens to my blackouts. If you're going to hit me, I'm going to hit you back. But if you tell the cops that I hit you and you didn't do nothing wrong, I hope you know. I don't hit anyone for no apparent reason. I only hit someone when they hit me. And if you hit my loved ones or do something to someone I am very protected over, yeah, I'm going to hit you back. I'm going to protect that person. I will go into self-defense mechanism as, you can't tell my man to do this, or you can't tell my man to do that. Everyone has their own self-whereabouts. Like, I'm my own person. I could do what I want when I want. As long as I'm not going against the law, that's all that matters. I can say what I want when I want, as long as it goes against the law. It's called freedom of speech. Actually, there is a law for that. Freedom of speech. You can say anything you want. Martin Luther King made sure of that. Um, if a cop tells you this, blah, 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 blah. Imagine you have a protection order against someone. Imagine, like, this is a good example. I have a protection order against Howard. Doesn't matter if he's there first or not. Legally, by state law, he still has to leave. Cop will lie to you. Yeah, they will tell you, oh, no, you gotta leave because he was here first. No, if you bring up you have a lawyer, the story changes real quick. Oh, I only said that because Mike, do you want to lose your job? No. Howard left. Same thing with Tyler. The reason why he had to leave that day was because Max opened his big fucking fat mouth and told me to call the cops. Max told me to call the cops, and I chose to call the cops. I was scared for my well-being because this is why the no contact order started between me and Tyler. As long as you're with Max, because I can't have you, no one can. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Find you, stab you, and brutally murder you. Well, that no contact order would have never started if you didn't threaten to kill me. Just because I was with Max. Actually, they didn't find out. Max happens to tell me the story how him and Max were best friends as children. Oh, good. I'm between two rivals. I told Max, that's another reason why I left Max, because I was afraid for my insanity. I was afraid I was going to get killed by Tyler, because as long as I was with Max, I had to worry about that. But, yeah, that's the story of my life. And I will post this on YouTube. Everyone's going to know. But that's how my life has been. I don't get too close to anyone anymore, and I try not to because, everyone that has tried to get to know me or tried to get around me, has hurt me, brutally messed me up. And again, I don't do anything to you, physically, emotionally, or mentally, unless you've done it to me. So, what I do, you deserved it. Because your actions changed my reaction. I don't do anything to anyone unless someone's done something to me. I have a right to defend myself. And I have a right to speak. No one can control me. No one can tell me what to do. Because I am my own person. I am my own self. And I am human. No one is better than another. No one is perfect. And no one should be above another. Because we're all human beings of humanity. In this world, the way I see it, we live in hell. But no one should control another just because they're not happy or satisfied with their life or their relationship. It's called being human. And this is my documentary to everyone out there. Now you know the truth.